Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. We are glad to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. So it turns out that Trump has heard about that fellow at Berkeley getting bopped in the face by that Antifa fellow, and he has a response for it. Trump says he will sign a free speech order for college campuses. College campuses. Yeah, I know how to talk. It's okay. Yes, so here we go. One moment. President Trump said on Saturday that he has planned to issue an executive order that would help guarantee free speech at colleges and universities by putting their federal aid at risk if they do not protect the viewpoints of students of all political stripes. Now, to prove that I'm reading to you from the New York Times, listen to this. The president made the announcement during a rambling 2-hour speech to activists at conservative political action conference outside of Washington. But he did not provide any details about the possible executive order. Several White House officials did not respond to emails or telephone calls seeking additional information. How many times have you read in the New York Times that Obama had a rambling 2 to 3 hour speech? Yeah, put that in the comments down below. And if you've ever watched an Obama speech, you know he definitely did ramble. He was famous for his 20 to 45 minute long answers in press conferences for one question. Pretty sure that equals rambling. But no, we didn't hear that from the New York Times then, but we're certainly going to hear it now. All right, back to topic. Let's see. The issue of free speech on college campuses has for years been a cause célèbre among young conservative activists who point to the instances around the country in which conservative voices have been shunned by liberal students and professors. And the article does go on to list several, because there's plenty to list. Any of you who are listening or watching that are conservative, who've been in university, know if you dare go against the grain, you're running the risk of hurting your grades. This is not a surprise. It's not a secret. There are ways that you can try and protect yourself, but you have to go far above and beyond that the lefties don't have to do. This is well known on campus. The crowd, which included many... let's see, do we need this part? No, we don't need that part. Let's see. The president cited the case of Hayden Williams, a young activist who was beaten up last month. That was the fellow who was sucker punched. And he was standing right next to him when he actually made this announcement, as he was recruiting for a conservative organization at the University of California, Berkeley, long one of the leading centers of liberal academic thought. Yeah, it used to be the origin of the free speech movement. Now everybody's kind of wondering if that's actually true in the way that they've acted lately. Trump went on to say, if they want our dollars and we give it to them by the billions, they've got to allow people like Hayden and many great young people and old people to speak, Mr. Trump said, drawing huge applause. Mr. Trump invited Mr. Williams, who was in the audience, to address the crowd briefly, calling him strong and urging him to sue the university because of the episode. Mr. Williams thanked the president for supporting young conservatives and such as himself. And then they quote Floyd Abrams, a leading First Amendment lawyer, who's like, oh, no, we can't have free speech. No, that's just ridiculous. What are you thinking? Is this America or something? This is why people who support Trump love Trump, because he supports them. Bush didn't come out and support conservatives because, like it said in the article, this has been going on for a very long time. Bush was nowhere to be found. Papa Bush was nowhere to be found. It wasn't that bad when Reagan was there. It was bad, but there were some conservative professors back when Reagan was president. And then it just drifted and gotten worse and worse and worse. But anyways, if you wonder why people love Trump, it's because he stands up for the little guy. And it's ridiculous that we live in a country where you have to sign an executive order to enforce the Bill of Rights, the First Amendment, on college campuses. But ladies and gentlemen, that's where we are in 2019. Hopefully this will work and college campuses will stop crushing people who disagree with them and instead invite to hear them. And university will actually go back to the original idea of let's teach people how to think, not what to think. And in order to know how to think, you're going to have to practice doing it. Conservatives have to practice doing it because, again, they have to know how to protect themselves and their grades and their faces and their bodies, apparently, as of the new circumstances. Whereas the liberals, they don't have to do anything. Go, you're a racist, you're a homophobe, you're a cisgendered binary whatever they're inventing for the moment. Thank you for stopping by the Tea Party Hardy. We're glad to have you here. Please feel free to leave your comments below if you disagree, or if you agree, share that too. If you want to put a like, we'd love to have it. If you want to subscribe, we'd be more than happy to include you in the family. Have a great night, and MAGA.